can't stand up. There might be a reason for it. Your skates might be dull. So I'm going to show you how we sharpen skates here at the Civic Center. First of all, you're going to want to just look at the blade and kind of see, the condition it's currently in. Once you see that, you can better assess how you're going to go from there. The next step is to make sure that your hollow is set properly. The hollow is the depth of the cut, basically. So let's check our hollow. For hockey skates, you're going to do a 1/2 inch hollow. So yep, it's a 1/2 inch. So we're good on that. So then after you check that and you're all set, you're going to put the skate on the mount. You're going to put this on top. And what you're going to want to try and do is line it up so that it's parallel and as close to the edge as you can without having to worry about cutting off part of the mount. So then you're going to tighten it up. When you tighten it, you want to make sure that you're consistent with how you tighten it every time so that way it is sharpening the same time. Alright, so now we're going to turn on the machine. And you don't want to have too much pressure, but you don't want to go too fast either. It's cutting on the blade. One way to help you see, to make sure that you're actually getting all the blade when you're sharpening, is you can take a marker, just kind of mark it, because then you don't want to start leveling it out until you know that you're touching every part of the blade. So let's try this again. Still see some black on the blade, which means that not every part of the blade is being touched. So you'll run it through a couple more times, make sure that all of it's getting touched. Now that every part of the blade is being touched, what I'm going to do is take it off the mount. I'm going to look down the middle. And I'm going to see where the hollow is. When you're sharpening skates, you want to make sure the hollow is in the very center of the blade. That way you've got a good edge on both sides, and that way you have an even edge on both sides. So since that's all good, I'm going to put it back on here one more time. Remember, we're going to line it up, and you want to try and make sure you put it on here the same every time. So we're going to tighten it up here. Alright, now we're going to dress the stone, which basically makes it so that the hollow is back in there. Because when you sharpen skates, it flattens it out. This just basically puts the round back on it. Alright. So now, we're just going to finish it up. Do a couple more swipes. We'll be good to go. to check to see if your skates are dull or sharp. So you can take your nail and just kind of run it along the edge. And I have nail polish on, so it won't work, but if you just run it along the edge, it'll take off part of your nail every time you do it. And you can see where your skate is sharp or not. So then we're going to take this, wipe it down. The last step is you're going to take this stone and get off the burrs, because when you're sharpening skates, what it does is it cuts the metal, so then you have lots of little, I guess, pokey things, might be an easy way to describe them, on the edge. So you just want to take them off on both sides. Wipe it off one more time. Kind of run this. Make sure it's smooth. And there you have a sharp skate.